How's it going? I'm Tim Tyrrell with 3M Company, and today we're going to discuss some of our fire stopping technologies as well as some products. So there's two key technologies when working with our product line to understanding how they work. They are intumescent and endothermic. So what intumescent means is when intumescent is exposed to heat, it's going to expand and form a hard black char and fire rate your system. So this would be a intumescent strip. Our fire sealants are intumescents. So that's one key technology to understanding fire stop. The second is endothermic. This is a endothermic mat. So what endothermic means is when this mat or the technology is exposed to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, it's going to release chemically bound molecules of water in the form of steam. So the intumescent and endothermic technologies are the two key technologies to understanding how our fire stop products work. So when you call myself or a Hite Company representative, there's three pieces of information that you need to have in order for us to correctly fire stop your system. One, what are you going through? Is it a gypsum wall? Is it a concrete wall? Or is it a concrete floor? Two, what are you going through it with? You run a cable through there, conduit through there, PVC pipe, and lastly, what's the hourly rating? Is it an hour rating, 2-hour rating, 3-hour rating, or 4-hour rating? So with those three pieces of information, we then at 3M can provide the correct UL-approved system as well as products in order to correctly fire stop your system. So now I'm just going to quickly run through some of our products in terms of the different fire stopping advantages and why one would be used versus the other. So the first, I'll go through our fire stop sealants. Number one is our CP25. This is by far our most popular fire caulk. It's red in color, and this can get you up to 4-hour systems in certain situations. Next is our IC15, and this can get you up to 2-hour rated systems. It's yellow in color. And then lastly is our 3000 WT, and this is a neat product because this is the only product on the market that offers an intumescent and a silicone. The CP25 and the IC15 are both intumescents, meaning that they're going to expand when exposed to heat, but this also provides a watertight seal as well. So what this means is this will withstand water, 3 feet of water, for up to 72 hours, as well as provide an intumescent seal, or system I should say. So these are kind of our three commercially rated fire sealants that we have in the product family, most popular being our CP25 and then our IC15, which is nice for only up to 2-hour systems. This can save you a couple bucks if needed in certain situations. We also make two Resi rated products, our FB136 and our FB foam. This is just your standard fire caulk, and the FB foam obviously is a foam and will expand when applied. So what's important to recognize about these is these are not commercially rated fire caulks like these three right here, where these are just simply a draft block. There's no intumescent material in these products. These are strictly for only residential applications. So now I'll jump into our moldable putty, and what's nice about the putty is putty has no shelf life, where our fire caulks do have a shelf life for up to a year. The reason they have a shelf life is because they're going to harden when they are applied. What's nice about the putty is the putty stays soft at all times. So if you have a re-enterable or a retrofit application, I would suggest using the putty. That way, if you need to come back in and run more cable or run more wire, you can use the putty if needed. So we make the putty in sticks, and we also make putty pads as well. And putty pads are great for the back of electrical boxes, and these are available in 3 different sizes. So now I'll jump into our fire-rated pillows, and these are great for any kind of large gap or opening you may have, and these are typically used in cable tray applications. So what's nice about the fire-stopping pillows is there's 2 pieces of intumescent strips on both sides, then packed in with some mineral wool material here in the middle. So literally, if you were to put this onto a grill and light it on fire, this would expand about 5-6 times its size, form that hard black char, and fire rate your system. So these are great in cable tray applications or any kind of wide opening or gap that you may have. Now jumping into our pass-through devices, we make these both square and round. Round tends to be a bit more popular than the square because circular holes tend to be drilled more than the square. But how these work is you can lay these in, you can lay cable or wire in here, and you can run this through a wall or floor, and it comes with two metal brackets on both sides. What's nice about these is no caulk or putty is needed because the intumescent strip is already built right in here. So this is 0 to 100% fill at all times, so a completely retro and re-entrable application. And we also make the square ones, and the square is great because these can gang together. So if you have a large opening, you can stack 3 or 4 of these along your width, and then you can run cable or wire through here at any time, and you have a completely fire-rated sleeve or opening to run that cable or wire through. So now I'll jump into our cast-in-place device, and this is similar to the pass-through devices, but this is strictly for new construction, and this is strictly for floor ceiling applications. So how this works is you screw this down to your deck before you make your concrete pour, and then we have these different tearaway strips right here. So we have a 4.5 inch, we have a 5, 5.5 inch, 6, so on and so forth. So depending on the height of your deck, so say you had a 6-inch height deck, you would take that 6 right here, tear this away, and the top would just topple right off. Then pop your cap on, make your concrete pour around this. Once your concrete cures, pop your cap off. You have a completely fire-rated sleeve to run your metal and PVC conduit through here. The great benefit to this product is the electrician is now not coming back after the fact, core drilling, running his conduit, and then applying his putty or caulk. So this is a nice labor saver in the field if needed. And then I'll jump into our endothermic mat. The mat is nice for wrapping cable tray or the back of electrical panels or boxes. With electrical box, for example, you can just use some of our spray adhesive, applies to all 6 sides of the box, put it into the face of your wall, and boom, you're done. So it's kind of a nice wrap to use in different applications, unique applications, if needed. And we also make a putty sleeve kit. The putty sleeve kit is a great complement to our pass-through device because this offers a more of an economical option if needed. So what the kit comes with is our metal sleeve, putty, and then 4 brackets for both ends of the sleeve. So you just cut your sticker off right here. These two will come in 2 different pieces. Lay your wire or cable through here, and then in between your cables, fill it in with putty, and then use these brackets to screw it in flush with the sides of the wall, and then boom, you're done. So a little bit more work than the pass-through device, but saves a bit of money, so kind of offers a different option than the pass-through device, and that's our putty sleeve kit. So then last but not least is our composite sheets. So this is just a cutaway of what the composite sheet would look like, but we offer this in 4 different larger sizes. So maybe for large industrial applications, you can screw this into your wall with any kind of large opening or gap, and you can drill saw right through this composite sheet, and you can run your conduit right through here. Then around your conduit, just put a little caulk or putty, and then it's all done. So this composite sheet, once again, has that intumescent material filled in here, so if this is exposed to a fire, it will expand and completely fire rate your system. So that's kind of a quick overview of the 3M fire protection family. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact your local Hite Company distributor.